Let's go.
All right, so welcome back. Rare Talks. You already know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, make sure you go over to the Spotify and check us out. Yeah. And today I'm joined, by the special Rare co-host, man, like Fend. You get me? Real Fend. Follow up the ting. Timing this music video out now. Go check that out on the YouTube. You get me? Fend Dizzle. Obviously today we've got the natural flavours again. We always got the natural flavours. Today I bring the man them some sea moss gel, you get me, for the man them. So yeah, obviously if you guys want to inquire about natural flavours, anything like sea moss or whatever, just slide in the DMs on the Natural Flavours Instagram, Natural Flavours UK, and we'll talk business. Today we're joined by one of our regular guests, family.
Juice.
Come on.
Juice, I'm back again, you know.
Back again.
Talk some more stuff.
Come on, man. So you man, you lot, all right, obviously we've all seen the news, what happened with the little youths. Condolences to your family. What do we say on this, man? It's like every week we got to do an episode about the knife crime and stuff, no? Yeah, man. The parents need to just be looking at where their children are at all times. You get me? Yeah, parents need to be looking out for their children. I think need to be engaging more with their children, following them to school if they have to. You don't have to follow them all the way when they're finishing school. If they got football training, whatever it is they've got, you need to be engaged, or they're doing. Just support them more, because we can see right now we're dealing with a lost society, innit? And the age is getting younger. Of the kids dying, the age is getting younger, and it's not nice, man. Because we're all parents, and we don't even want our kids witnessing or hearing about these things. But it's sad, man. What you lot saying about it?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, man. I think the same way. But you know what? The main thing is no one ain't investing in the kids. Because I was talking with one of my friends, and I was thinking, where's all the people with the money, the high ups that invest in the kids? Because I thought of two ideas that can help everything. Make like bigger than a youth club. Make like in all the hot spots, all the places like Hackney, Brixton, all these places. Make like a studio, free studio, a free football pitch. Like get a couple coaches to train these kids. Like just pay for all of these things for free. Give them all for free, but make them not have to go through stuff, but like have to like just make sure they're showing that they're keeping out of trouble. That's all it is, and they get their year pass. And like no one ain't investing. Where's the money at? Where's the investors? Like where's the real investors? That's
I think that is a good thing as well. But we've seen that the youths, if they do get a studio, they're gonna use that studio to make songs dissing their ops. So it's I'm saying now that I don't know if it's the music now. I'm actually starting to go back to the real root of the problem, and the real root of the problem could be that the youths are getting influenced by the music. Now, lockdown hasn't had a good effect on our mental state, and it's not being spoken about. You see, no one's talking about the effect that the lockdown has had on the youngsters' mindset. Nobody has actually done, in 20 years from now, they're going to do like researches and see that the youths that was inside of these estates and stuff like that, they was heavily influenced, and it kind of made them go mad. Because I start to think in my head, as a 14, 15-year-old youth, was I actually walking around with the intention that I'm just going to take someone's life today? I was actually thinking about different type of things, you know. Remember, we was thinking about girls, parties,
money,
getting little weeds, you know what I'm saying? Chilling with the man, having fun. Like, ops would come, would deal with it, no problem. But our whole day was like fun, like girls, money, and parties. We wanted
getting
to have
the new
fun.
phones, those are the things. You know,
and we was doing crime, but was doing crime.
We know we
could
get little things. And if we were to take someone out them days, it would be not by accident, but like on purpose accident. Like, you know what I mean? Like get somebody in the wrong spot, and it's just he's time to. But we would never go out to go look to like.
To take someone's life, like now to just kill somebody.
They're aiming in certain spots is where they're just trying to get you out of there. Like, wow, I'm going for your
on the main road in front of everyone. Because even in our days, I swear that I thought it was bait. So that means that if they would do it, this is my solution. My solution is very simple: bring back capital punishment. Yeah. So you think you're bad enough to go out there and take someone's life in broad daylight in front of everybody, then your head gets chopped off in broad daylight in front of everybody. The same way your whole family, everybody gets to see it. The same way everybody has to see that video of that poor little man on the floor bleeding out. But that video traumatized me, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I saw that video yesterday. I don't even know why man posted stuff, man. Please stop posting this stuff, please, man. Please stop posting this stuff. I don't care who it is. Just stop posting videos of little
blog pages again, innit?
I can't do it. My heart can't take it, fam.
Yeah.
My little weak heart can't take it. I wake up in the morning and I see a little boy, blood all on the floor. He's all limp. I'm like, blood clot. That little you is dead. Dead. Right in front of everybody. Everybody can just see the little you just there.
People got their cameras out and that. It's just crazy.
Like. Who even in their mind wants to start filming at that time? You think I want to film at that time, bro? No. I'm thinking, where's the ambulance? Someone get help. Who knows first aid? I ain't trying to record a little you with blood dropping out his face. Who does things like that as a grown man?
Listen, that's what I was pissed off when I see them. Like, I'm thinking, why are they recording? Like, but I knew when I looked at him that there was no saving him. He was gone. It was bad.
I'm mad because I'm in my mind. I'm like, bro, they really just filmed the little you just on the floor bleeding out, and
it's not nice.
Bro, it hurt my heart.
It's not the first time. We've been seeing this a lot, bro. And why is Instagram, YouTube, and all these sites not sensitizing this?
Yeah.
Why are they not sensitizing this? You see what I'm trying to say? Why ain't this taken down? And it goes back to when we're saying people recording their or whatever they're doing, blog pages and that. It's like they're doing it for it. It's like for people to witness it. Yeah, we got my man down, and it's not nice, bro. Because I don't want to be witnessing this. I don't want my son to be witnessing. I don't want no one, none of us. Like you said, bro, it hurts, man, fam. I think they should bring back national service as well. I think that a national service should come back. Just like how you're saying the like capital punishment. I feel that a lot of these youths, yeah, when they're getting, for instance, if they get arrested with like a knife or whatever, yeah, I feel, and they're not, remember, a lot of these youths, they've got numerous of cases being arrested with, not just one, and they get let out, whatever, innit? So I feel that they should go into a boot camp and they should train them up to be soldiers. Especially
that wouldn't be a bad idea,
yeah,
you know?
Bro, train them up to be soldiers and let them go and take their anger out on whatever war they want to do.
Other countries do that and it works, you know, it works.
Yeah, bro.
Because the boot camp ain't no joke camp. It's a boot camp. And it gets them back to reality, bruv. Because sometimes they're living in like illusionary, boy. It's long, bro. It's long. I don't even know.
What, bro? Prison sentences need to be stricter and tougher as well.
I don't think no prison sentence gonna look. Listen, I'll tell you the truth here. You see, prison for me, yeah. It was like I remember there's some prisons that was like the best experience ever. Man had the time of my life, bro.
Yeah.
I had bro was on the wing, social time. Man's going to my man's cell. We're all playing computer. He's got a blower. Let me call my girl quick. What? You not got the weed? Roll up. Yeah, we're smoking weed.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're in there dancing. We got some tunes. Hey, funky, hey, let's funky, but I'm going to man's cell at 12 o'clock in the night and saying, "Roll, brother, let me get a little bust me, brother." What you saying?
Man's in studio.
Knocking on man's door late because man could come out in the night and cold in it because they ain't got no toilets in the cell. Bro, man was living. I had a big stereo system. Bro, let me tell you something. These youths in jail, they're just thinking about when I get on roads, it's gonna be sick. I'm gonna catch the ops. Bro, prison is not. You can't. There's no stricter sentences. The judges are giving them 21 years. They don't care, bro.
They don't care.
21's not scaring them. But I tell you one thing that'll scare you. Let me tell you something. One thing that'll scare you.
Capital punishment.
You see, when man said they're gonna lick off your head in public. Yeah, for everybody to see, your mum, your dad, your grand. You see, when everybody, we're all sitting there and we're watching the youth's head get lick off. And his head roll off like a guillotine. The guillotine lick off his head. See that moment there? All of us in there, we're gonna think,
right, it's peak.
Oh, it's kind of real.
No,
you take a life, your life is gone.
I believe so. They should do that. They should trial it for like a year. Yeah, they should trial it. Yeah,
if you're a paedophile, straight thing as well.
Yeah. Boom.
100%.
But I don't think.
Yeah, well,
I don't think. Remember, the system is set up a way.
Yeah, castration's better. They don't need to die.
Crime pays. So they want them reoffending. They want that. Remember, this prison is a business.
100%.
And without prisoners, there's no business.
The Metropolitan Police is a business.
So I feel like the system set away where, you know, like that, because they could do what you're saying.
Well, you know what? You're right. You know what? You're right. You know, yeah, you're right. Prison is so much.
Our sentences, so 21 years you're talking about, 25 years. Those sentences are real sentences in America. It is actually 21 years. Over here, because our day and our night is signified as that's classed as 2 days. They're doing half a sentence. They're riding sentences that are half the sentence. So
Reason why?
21 years, you're not doing 21 years.
Reason why?
What about those sentences mean that?
The reason why, because
So we need
the reason why I'll tell you the reason why. I've looked into this. In America, prison is a corporation. It's a corporation. It's like there's. If I was rich enough in America, I can just own a prison tomorrow.
Privately.
Privately.
Privatized.
It's
Because you got the
seriously good.
because you got
Over
the
here,
funds.
It's getting to that though.
it's getting to that over here, but in America they started. It's privatized so much. In 1995, the prison came to the labels and said, "Look, we need you to start making more gangster
Disruptive
rap.
music.
Yeah, gangster
Yeah,
rap.
disruptive
Forget all of
music,
that 112 and that. We need that. That. No, I'm being dead serious. This is a fact. This has happened. We need that Tupac. We need that NWA. We need more motherfuckers in prison. But that's at the time when they. This is the time when they got the contract with the prison, and after that, 3 million people. It went from like 500,000 to 3 million people in in jail, and it's like, well, hold on. Like the man. That's why the man had to come out because he knew from 1995, and then when it came to like 2008 or whatever, he saw what the plan was, and he see that how it came into, and he's like, "Wow, shit! This guy's a CEO of Sony Records. He's not no more. He's dead, by the way." But
Sony is
to
that Clive
say
Davis?
that, to say this is in this country there's ISIS. There's a couple prisons that's privately owned, and it's so much of a business that if you go to like closer to your end of your sentence, you can come out. Cause you know, like a business is show by date, and it's like, right, it's come off the show. They put it on reduce. That's what they do. They get a man out. Like COVID, any excuse to get a man out because you've made us enough money by sitting in here.
Put you on probation.
Yeah, how much money they get from a prisoner a day? Please, bro.
Phone calls.
12 bags.
food.
12 bags. It's 12 bags.
Thank you.
For holding a prisoner.
Free
Yes.
labour.
Yes.
That's where they make the most of their money.
Remember, they got.
how much it
Remember,
costs.
who in jail worked?
how much it costs?
Cool. Who in jail worked for like a company? Because I worked. I was
I
making
worked for
double
stores.
glazing in one jail.
What does that work for?
And I was making was it doors? I was making metal doors. I was making
What was
metal
it, like a
doors.
pound
Yeah.
a day cost?
I was working for the ISA. You know the ones that give you the tissue
£1.60
and that?
or something.
Yeah.
I was doing that, delivering to all the wings.
Or
And
£2.
that.
See? And
That's-
that's it. They're doing real businesses,
Yeah.
real
They'll pay, man.
labour.
They'll pay, man.
Real
Their fees,
labour.
bro. What was it?
Free labour.
£8 a week.
But I was happy. You see, this is a funny
I got
thing.
£25.
Bro, he was rich.
Hey, Juice, you was getting money, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, fam?
What was I
£25 a
doing?
week.
Yeah.
Brother, you was up. I wait, man. That didn't even tell us.
That's it,
That didn't even tell us. He didn't even bring
What
us
job?
in.
What job was that?
That was in Belmarsh. I was doing the teabag thing, double shift, and I was just getting £25.
That's why, yeah, because he's like on the Surrey kind of.
I was out with Kaiser, just there chilling. Me and him that's what we done. We prayed. We made sure we prayed at a certain time, and we just bust joke, and we just bust joke the whole table. Bro, and I just got £25. That was the only one job. But I toured Rude, boy, and most of the times I was just in the block. I was just doing bare badness. I wasn't getting into madnesses. You know what I mean? So a lot of books. I was just reading bare books. But
Yeah, jail, bro. They got them working
Jail.
like slaves, bro.
Yeah.
Slave labor, bro.
It is. It is.
And they made it compulsory that if you don't work and do any education in there, you have to stay on base. You get on
Alright.
base.
No, you just ride bang up. You just ride bang up. You just ride in bang up.
Basic.
no, some places they take your shit.
Yeah, they take your things, innit? Some places they take your things.
Hey, wait, and it doesn't even
Compulsory.
stop. It doesn't even stop in prison because for the man them that ain't been prison like myself,
Yeah.
been close but ain't been prison.
Yeah.
They still got me doing free labor, bruv. I've done the community service, bruv.
Yeah, that's a worse.
Yeah.
Bruv, I'm out there early, fully dedicated. Man, have to do some work, and you find out you're working for schools, churches, and private. These people getting paid off the work man's doing.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to say, so
There's a contract.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
it's all they're
Come
all
on, man.
connected.
So
Like, you know
but-
what? I ran away from that twice, man. They tried to get me to clean graveyards, bro. My community service had done something. They gave me a slap in the wrist, and this was when I was young. I said, hold on, am I in here with a little pick of graveyard? I'm like, what am I doing? Graveyard? Like, what's this?
And I cleaned up it.
Never went back. Never went back. I told them that I moved somewhere, just made up something lie. Well, I hope they're not watching this, by the way. Yeah. Okay.
Try retry. Yeah.
I literally
200 hours again.
I literally got out of it. I just made up some bogus shit and got out of it.
Man, go in
Still,
red
like-
talks and go talk on himself. Don't do that.
but
Real talk though. For the youngsters in this thing and that
Yeah.
are having the intention to take a life, I want you to remember that when you're taking someone's life, you're killing a community of people. You're killing me. You're killing him. You're killing little girls. You're killing mums. You're killing aunties. You're killing grandmas. You're taking more than one life. It might seem as if you're just taking one life, but you're taking the whole community's life. And
ripple effect.
it's so funny that we're here right now speaking about this because I don't think you lot remember last year what at this time of the year what was actually happening with
It was
black people.
lockdown, didn't it? It was,
yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to be.
No. What was happening with black people? There was a special thing that happened.
The riots.
Oh, the
Everything
Black
was
Lives
like-
Matter.
Everyone was
Sorry.
starting to get clued
The
up about
protest.
who we are and what we need to do to better ourselves. And all the gangs were getting together and saying, no, the enemy's not us. Enemy's my man. That's the real enemy. We need to start being thingy. But it's the same thing Tupac said years ago. He said, you say it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here. So it's deep because they've institutionalized us and made us hate each other so much that we've got to the point where, like, even myself, bro, I'll be in the gym with 100 white guys and feel not one bit of fear. 4 black youths walk through. They're looking at me. Why are you watching me? I'm doing my own thing.
No.
Because I'm the only black guy here. If you're gonna help me up.
Yeah.
But don't come in there watching me because then now you've got me feeling parallel. You see what they've done to us. And this is something.
I'd rather you hail me up than screw me. And I sometimes people can pick up off your aura and your energy. So more time when I go places, like a man always.
Yeah.
It's like they would know me, and I always give them back the respect, bro. Even when I see someone like, yes, big man, respect, boom, boom. Because I reached, man, like, you know what I'm saying? It's long, bro.
Probably seeing each other as
It's
a friend all
long.
the time.
I'm trying to get to where I'm getting to. Like, I ain't got time to screw you or, like, I don't know you. It's concerned, as far as I know, that you're just one of my offspring. You're a brother, man.
So I'm saying, but
Far distant relative.
But this is where the problem lies. They've made us believe that we hate each other. For some reason, we've got something in us that makes us believe that the enemy is us. So when we see a black mute and he's screwing up his face, remember the other day we were standing, what we was doing was, all 3 of us was outside Tickle Me and the little youth was walking past. Remember how the youth was walking past? Remember how the little youth was walking past? And we looked at the little youth and the little youth.
See?
And I said, I
there.
laughed. You know why I laughed?
He's a look of you. Look of you not know himself.
No, but I'm saying, do you know why I laughed though?
Big man know themselves. See, we are big man.
Yeah, but even though I'm saying to you, do you know why I laughed? Because he reminded me of me when I was younger.
See?
His whole bop, his whole demeanor.
That's how. Remember how we were. Remember how we were.
I was just the same way.
Listen.
He's going through his own. He's going through his own childhood trauma. He doesn't know how to deal with it, and he's out here ready to inflict pain upon people because of the pain that he's feeling.
He's going through.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So my son is now 16.
Yeah.
He was robbed when he was 11 by a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old on my mum's road. Now, when he was robbed, my mum's main concern was that had he been stabbed because he was punched in the chest. So my mum was just
Come on, move that and come on close.
So my mum was more concerned about the fact that had he been stabbed. They robbed him of like minor money. I'm not going to say it was major nothing, but they robbed him. My main concern for him was would he have an adverse reaction when he see a group of black boys ever again. The way I've brought him up, he doesn't see black people as a threat. So although he's been robbed, if he sees a bunch of black boys in the street, he's still going to walk past them like, oh, they're just doing their thing on the corner. I like his fresh approach, but he's blind to what is the dangers. I've raised him that he shouldn't be scared of his own people, but ultimately, he's now blind to the dangers that are in the street. At 16, I'm more concerned because he's not scared about walking through a crowd of black boys or being in a certain area, and he's now in the age group where he's a threat. So it's concerning that you lots would say that, but I'm saying you lots as big people are saying you see black boys in a group of black boys and you feel nervous, and I'm saying this is a 16-year-old been robbed and still doesn't have that fear towards his own people. So how do we get our other children to start recognising it's okay to see other black children as a group? They're just a group of individuals enjoying themselves than likely. When do we notice that they're a threat? How do we know? What's that? How do you get to that point? Because he doesn't see anyone as a threat.
The thing is, I would always say, you see, one thing I've learned about life, and this is the reason why I'm still here to this day, is that I've always been aware of my surroundings. I've never been in a place where I felt something's uncomfortable. I can go anywhere. I don't have no restriction. I can go Peckham, I can go Brixton.
Come on.
I can go any area I want to go to.
Yes,
I
sir.
walk through with my big face.
Same with me.
My big face and my head back. Yeah.
Man, them no sense go
On my
everywhere.
10 toes, yeah. Because I'm not a man, I don't really, I'm older and I think different as well. So if a youth's wanted to screw me and approach me, the way I would deal with them is in such a way that they would feel like, raw, this is dumb, like I'm an idiot. because I was that guy that was the aggressor, so I know how to deal with someone that comes on that aggressive tip. Just
de-escalate.
I was gonna say as well to your question, yeah. I think for me personally, is the trauma that I went through growing up, innit? And two things is that, like you said, being the aggressor, yeah. A lot of times when I was in a group with my friends, we was the aggressors, innit? Okay. So it's like if we're on our block and that, chilling, and we see someone that we don't really know, 9 times out of 10 we might approach them like, "Raw, you get me," and check them, because we were just hungry like that. So as I was going through other areas, and then obviously being aware, like my older brothers, like, yeah, this area is serious or whatever, this area, going through other areas, especially that being like Brixton being our neighbour. Every time I was going Brixton growing up, it's like every time I see a man, they're like, "Raw, where's man from?" Da 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 da. So I think for me it was the trauma, and I'm not saying that my parents or anyone was saying, "Oh, be careful," da 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 da, but it just being aware of my surroundings. Like, yeah, I know when I go numb, bare man's gonna roll up. 9 times out of 10 it's black youths, you get me? But I could go to a place like Brick Lane now. As an older, I could go Brick Lane and there's bare Asian youths and they're on the same smoke. You see what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I think it's the trauma why our generation, and not even our generation, a lot of black youths, like when they see us on the road, they will look at, "Right, is that up, or is that man from this ends, or where you?" Straight away, they want to know where you're from, who you associate with, who you're affiliated with. Yeah, so but I respect you for raising your child like that, because I feel he shouldn't be walking around as anybody's a fear for him. That he should still be comfortable.
We should never fear our own.
No one should be a threat.
Shouldn't be a threat. All children should be able to.
But you see, the thing is, you lot are saying don't fear your own, but maybe that's the reason why some of these youths are dead. They weren't of their surroundings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My son is someone that could potentially be attacked. I won't say he potentially could, and some of his friends, because they're just innocents on the street. It's even like things I have to check him on. He uses street lingo, and I have to say to him, just using those words spark conversation or cause others' ears that are in that kind of society to prick up. So even though you're not part of that lifestyle, because you're using trigger words, they feel like, "Rah, where you from? What you doing? Who you about?"
That's a fact.
You said it.
That's
Trigger words.
That's a fact.
Your
So I'm having
vocabulary.
to school him on not saying trigger words, but he should be able to
Be comfortable.
Be comfortable.
Speak how he wants.
It's his peer group that are using those terminologies. So he's using the terminologies of his peer group, which is correct, but it's dangerous at the same time, because he's not living that world. He's only speaking the tongue. He's not living the world. So
I feel all kids right now are speaking that lingo, whether they're living, because I've got like my little cousin, he's in uni in Bournemouth. Like when you see him, he's a skater, everything. But when we're talking, yeah, boy, them's out there, like be careful or whatever, if you're smoke, whatever.
Yeah, they do.
But he's with the lingo, but he's nothing like you will see him and be like, "Oh yeah, he's an innocent guy. Like he doesn't look the part or nothing. Like his hair, he's just got the skateboarder image." So, but I think they all use the lingo, so they should be comfortable to use what lingo, but they need to be aware of their surroundings, because he still knows. He's like, "Yeah, I was going through this part." He lives in Acton. He said, "Yeah, they were filming a video, so I just walked around." I'd rather him do that. Like, you get me? If he feels comfortable, I'm gonna walk around. I don't want to go in the middle of the state. You know, that kept him out of trouble that day. They could have tried to do anything to him.
You just have to know, like, you know, I'm not about that lifestyle. I don't want to be around it, and you just be in a different environment, because that's what's happening. They're not about that lifestyle, but they're in that lifestyle environment. So you just get caught up, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You know where to go and where not to go. Like, if you don't want to see certain, you know what I'm saying? Just,
I feel like if the social media's made it bad as well. But,
definitely, big part.
The worst thing is that you see right now, you see if you're not really about this life, you're dead. Because back in the day, you could have been a prick but rolling with bad youths, and we could have protected you. But you see now, if you're a prick and you're rolling with bad youths, if you get caught with other bad youths, it's not man's gonna punch you up and beat you up. Yeah, because you're affiliated. Man's gonna stank you up. So if you ain't got your nank and you're ready to use your thing on site and to die, then you're gonna get it.
Yeah,
that's how the streets have changed. Didn't you see the little youth when he was running with his sword? But he should have been swinging that till his.
That's what
if they killed him, they killed him. But he should have been swinging it like mad.
Did he die?
I don't know.
Because I was thinking that as well, because he could have saved his life by doing that, because he would have backed them off a little bit. Because no one's gonna run into a man swinging that. You have to back off for a bit, fam. And I'm swinging till man really back off, and I'm coming. I'll be coming at you.
And if he's
You get me?
swinging crazy, he
So,
can turn to the aggressor. But
Yeah, he could have
you
turned to the
have to
aggressor and I've
understand
been running.
to what Ray was saying, that it's true. In this crew, you better be a bad man in these
better
crews,
be
or you better
about
be
it.
ready to use your
ready,
nank, because
yeah.
10 out of 10 in the crew gonna have a nank.
Yeah.
If it's a 10-man crew,
Everyone's rolling
10 of them
with it.
better roll and better protect their head back, because if the ops see you, they ain't coming to Bruce Lee with you. It's not no Bruce Lee kickbox, bro. Listen, they're rolling with zombie killers, and it's ridiculous. And I'm happy that I grew up in the era I grew up in, bro, because listen,
Same
I
here,
don't
man.
promote
I
violence. I don't promote violence.
You know what I was gonna say as
But
well?
if I was in this era and I was forced to be in this
I would
gang
have
and
to be
be
on
in
job.
the,
I would have to be on job, bro.
I couldn't roll with
You know what it is?
blades, bro. I'll be rolling
Rolling
with
them
something, something
You
different.
know
bro.
what it is? I feel like they
It's crazy.
for these youths to understand where they're coming from, they're gonna have to take some serious history class, real history, to let them know where we're really coming from. Because we're just carrying on the same. We've been coming from violence. We've been coming from getting
identity crisis.
oppressed and them thing there. You know what I'm saying? So, not for them to even know half of that.
You know what I was gonna say as well? When we was growing up, like you said, I love our era because let's be real. Let's just keep it facts. When we was growing up, not every area was on job.
No,
We used to go
you're
bare
right.
endings
You're
and
right.
just
You're right.
mash
You're
it
right.
up and do
You're
our thing.
right.
Now every area is on smoke.
But the social media was
Social
different
media's
then.
influenced
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Music as well, being real, the music's helped
Exactly.
influence that.
They're
Exactly.
You
separated.
get me?
Before it was Blueborough, Brixton,
But-
Peckham. Now
yeah.
it's like
No. Right. Let me give you an example. I give you I give you an example. I give you an example. I don't know about Camden, but I know there's gang in Camden. Yeah, there probably is.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. Now.
On smoke.
Probably now on smoke.
They're on the
But
highest
when we
smoke.
went Camden, we turned Camden into Tosil.
Remember?
We lined up the whole estate. We're talking about 40, 30, and then they had dogs and they had everything. We took their girls. We changed Camden to our whole estate. Now, if you probably wouldn't have to go do that same estate, probably be different
run
story
man up.
because they've the influence of the music. Certain people that wouldn't have gone and bought certain things have bought certain things now because they feel, you know what I mean, it's a different era. You know what I mean? But guess what? There was gangs. There was how much people was in that state we went to?
Spare them.
Spare of them, innit?
Enough of them.
But I'm just giving an example that
The
But
music
when they
is
knew we was
powerful.
from
still.
South and that, they just didn't really want none. But now it's
music is
different.
powerful
And,
still.
and back to what you said, you're right. But you see what it is, why it's like that. Because when we was growing up, it was an order. So Blueborough had an order. Is ghetto. They got madness with Peckham. Yeah, there was always in-house madness, whatever. But it weren't like how it is now, where Grove Park is warring with this end. Like ghetto youth, main ghetto youths lived in Grove Park. Some of them lived in Turnham. Some of them lived in Broccoli. Some of them lived on Peeps. Some of them lived at near Spanish Steps. And then now it's different. The youngers are just all over the place.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same with
yeah.
our area.
Yeah.
Our area was all one. You get me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
had Lower Toast or whatever, but it was like, it wasn't to the extent it is now where Brixton Hill used to go Brixton Hill all the time. That was our
go
second
Brixton
home.
Hill.
It's right
You know,
now.
I'm just saying, like, when we was growing up, like, I'm talking as a younger, the youngers, they don't go Brixton Hill. They can't go Brixton Hill. Same vice versa. Brixton Hill youngers, if they're coming to the end, they're rolling out.
You can,
peak.
but
No, they can.
it's called slipping.
But if it wasn't like that when
Yeah.
we was growing up. You get
we
me?
was connected with
We was all
Brixton Hill.
connected.
Yeah.
I'm still
We was
connected.
part of Brixton. Yeah, we're still
obviously
connected.
we're still connected.
I know all the olders. All the olders
yeah,
are my
we're
brethren.
still
I'm just
connected.
saying
All my brethren.
I know. I even know the older Brixton one through Ray's brother.
Yeah, we know all of
You know
them.
what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying. But I'm saying, for the youngest perspective, I'm saying they can't go here. They can't go there.
Do you know what it is? I tell you what, and I think Marg spoke on it when he came on this episode. Big up to Marg's no behavior.
Big up to
He
Marg.
said
Big up.
that the youngers nowadays, they don't have elders. They're just on their block. They started their own
Yeah.
thing. So you see squashing beef now. It's mad because if someone calls me, remember back in the day we used to get the call. I tell your younger he's moving mad.
Yeah,
So I would go to one of the youngers and be like, yo,
yeah.
I'll be like, yo, my brother, listen.
Yeah, lay off.
Like my man's telling me you boxed up his little niece and whatever, brother. Stop all that boxing up thing.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get me. He's saying he wants to come down there and squeeze, beep, beep, beep. So beep. Know what you're doing, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Then I phone my man and say, no, he's not. He said he's gonna calm down. And you better tell him, you know, because there was order.
There was order.
Elders
Yeah.
can
You know what?
squash beef.
You know what?
Yeah, you
There's
know
no
what?
squashing
I
up
had
these
it
youngers
like
in their
that.
own
I had a
houses.
case like that as well. I'll tell you the case, bro. What happened is my brother must have done something, and him and his brethren flipping, he's got into a madness with somebody, and then my man's called me and he's like, yo, bro, like, talk to your brother. you know what, your brother's brethren, bro, he's talking grease on the smoke phone. So I had to, link me, squash it and like sort it out. But you know what? I could have sorted it out better than that because it still kind of just went pear-shaped anyway. But it's true. There was order. Before things really was going to kick off, I got the phone call like, sort that out. And it got sorted out than where it could have went. So it's true, bro.
Well, you know what it is? Time has changed where the big bros and the big cousins, we ain't got time to be watching them every second and monitoring them and telling them, because we're busy in life. Remember, we've got kids now. Man, them working now. So enough of these elders ain't got the time to,
Everyone grows,
guide them.
Everyone grows. Yeah, everyone gets old. Like you said, everyone's got commitments and that.
Time to
But
guide
I'm
them.
saying it's like some areas still have order.
Yeah.
Some areas still have order. Like in Northwest London, them man there got their thing patterned down there. When you go Church Road, they got an order on that block. You get me? Like Neasden and Church Road, and they have their madness with Stonebridge, but that's a history thing. You get me? So it's like, yeah, man. I feel their beef down there. They're killing each other. Obviously, it's the same thing, but it's more they're targeting, isn't it? You get me? Who they have madnesses with. You get me? But yeah, man. I feel.
Personally, if I'm honest, I think we're living in the era of no respect.
Yeah.
That is the problem. These youngers do not respect their elders. They're on smoke with their elders. That's the main problem. They're like, "What? I can do it better than you.
Yeah.
Better than you.
Yeah, you're not on job.
They're not on
you're
trying
this.
to be. All right, we call it organising. They're not trying to be your lower level, and you have to respect the team from. I've been in this game for years. They're not expecting the elders in the respecting the elders in the area. that they're in. So if a problem arises, the elder can't even phone that young because probably don't even know who that younger is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're making moves and no one don't even know who you are making these moves. Before, like I said, when I was talking with my girlfriends about it, I literally said, I remember when I was a kid growing up, and I grew up in Deptford, and I remember there was gangs, but I didn't see it unless you was out at the times when gang activity went. Gang activity is all day, every day now. It's a bit different. Whereas before it was controlled and you didn't see certain things. If someone got smoked, for instance, and disappeared, kind of everybody knew why. Nowadays you're just being smoked for stupidness. Man looked at me funny on the bus. It's ridiculous reasons why.
Bruv, the little youth died at 8 o'clock in the morning,
going
bro.
to school.
What?
Brother,
Yeah.
let me tell you something.
Well, the
You
one
see,
in
8 o'clock
Woolwich, the
going
one
to...
in
Lewisham, the got stabbed on the bus. Got
Yeah,
straight to
bro.
school.
When was this? Recent?
Bruv, recent, bro.
Bro, see, I can't even keep up.
Neither
I'm
can
not
I.
even gonna lie, bro.
I've reached a point where I'm so
Yeah,
numb.
I'm fed
I
up.
don't even.
I'm
I
fed
don't even
up.
like hearing it
Yeah,
no
I'm
more, bro. I
sick
don't even.
and tired of being
You know, I
sick
don't even
and
entertain
tired.
it no more, bro.
Literally,
I'm
bro,
thinking
I swear
this
down,
is
fam.
sickening. Every
Look at
week,
that.
every month. It's like
So it was a school kid. He was a school kid.
Bro.
I'm numb to it now, man.
I'm as I said.
Yeah, but that's the
man's
worst.
numb
You
to
see,
it,
you see when you
cuz.
become like that though, when you become numb to
numb to it, bro.
to stuff that's going on around
Still
you.
want to
ignore
help.
it.
I
It's-
still want to
it's
help, but
like-
I'm numb. I've
yeah.
seen too much, man. From 3 years back to now, I've just every minute on the timeline just put like it's just going off. It's going off.
And remember, these are our future generation that's dying off, bro. You know what I mean? If they die off, like, come on.
It's double. The government's getting a double. Life this one off and dead this one off. It's
You
just-
them for live, dog. Them for live, and like.
Enjoy life, innit? They got identity crisis as well.
Let me ask you a question.
That's what I was gonna do. Go on, go on. She asked the question. Go on.
No, you go to your
I
one.
was gonna say, what do you man think we could do to save them, innit?
You were saying it earlier. We have to create more activities and more learning centers and little things like that. Even we just make it fun for them, and we just teach them a bit of the real history, bro. Show them the real pain and certain things like that. Set up more, as you said, youth clubs, and it's like we gonna have to do it. Not just we, but we the people that cares about the future generation. We gonna have to create that pattern for them to keep them occupied, fam. Because right now they ain't got shit doing.
All right, can I ask a question? Put it
Right,
this
give
way,
it a
you lot
mic, give
said
it a
how
mic.
you gonna
Give
bring
it a
them, how you gonna bring them close together. You know people that live in,
come closer.
you lot know people that live in other areas. So for instance, you live in Brixton, but you know people that live in Foresthill, Sydenham, We know that it's a postcode situation with the boys and the girls of this younger generation. How many of you have actually made it important that your children get together on a regular basis from all different areas that you all come from, so that there's none of this, He's from Brixton, shouldn't be around there. He's from Brixton, but he knows rare that lives on such and such street. I see them as a family getting together. We don't encourage our children to spend time with each other.
Is that like a community party or something? Like every so often?
Just-
should be
if
doing
you-
that.
you've
For the
got
community,
friends-
the whole community.
No. We're adults. We ain't got time. We just said we ain't got time for the on-smoke nonsense the children are on. But we came from on-smoke and we now are networking with the people that we used to on-smoke with. It's a different... We're grown.
Yes.
So we've all got children. Our children are living in these different areas. Can't we come together? What's family day?
we
What's
can.
sports day with our kids or stuff like that? Men having
Activities.
a man and youth day. So even if you haven't got a child, but you know a sister in that's got a child and she's got a son and it's a father and son day. What? I don't have a son, but guess what? This sister-in's got a son. She ain't got no one to bring. I'm bringing him. How about that? Activities where you're all getting together, showing them that it's okay to be friends from different areas. These kids don't know this.
Yes.
Do you know what's do you know I've realized when you just said that to me, I had a flashback of my childhood. I realized that as youngsters, there's always going to be gangs because there's always going to be different units. There's always going to be people that think and move a certain way. So there's always going to be division. We can't stop that. It's been from tribal days. We're always going to have division. So we can't think that all the kids from every area is going to link up. It's never going to happen, bro. Like it's
Never?
It's never going to happen.
Never?
Yeah.
No, it's not
This is
gonna.
what I do.
It's not gonna happen.
Let me tell you what I do.
Let me tell you why it's never going to
Go,
because
go.
it never happened in our era. It never happened in the era before. It never happened in the era before. It's never. And there's always been man that's tried.
It can happen.
I've got friends from
Tell me
everywhere.
how.
Takes one
One
thing.
sec,
Tell me how.
I've got friends from everywhere. I've got
One
friends from
thing.
every.
No, I'm not talking
single-
about older men. I'm talking about younger boys.
No, I've got like what? Oh, the younger generation.
Younger generation,
I know
yeah.
younger youths from because I've lived all over the place, innit? So I've got young youths. But I'm saying what I do with my son though, I do make him aware that his dad lived in South London and what like even when I'm doing the
But who does
product,
he know from Tulsa?
he knows all of you lot.
No, I'm saying younger youths.
No, the younger
He knows
generation.
Johan's son. He knows Johan's son. He's friends with Johan's son.
But Johan's son's not from Tulsa anymore.
No, but I'm saying.
See what I'm saying now? See where it goes now?
Listen. From Tulsa, so a pair from Tulsa that he's got like him and Johan's son are friends on the game because you know that they're into gaming and that, innit? So man makes him link up with like other kids, and then he's got like my brother. He goes to school in Lewisham. He goes to
So they're
St
all
Matthews.
gamers
So all
then?
of his friends, yeah, but they're gamers. But I'm saying when my brother has parties and that, and all these little friends come. Oh yeah, they go out together. We take them Nando's and that. So man tries to make a little start that he's got his little South London friends. He's got his friends that he from EC one from where all over that same borough, innit? But you're right. We need to do that more. Like us, family, and the man them, all their kids. So all the kids. You're right. We need to practice.
That's why I was trying to. That's why
Yeah, I agree, though.
my whole thing. Last year when COVID happened, before COVID happened, I was telling man I wanted to do a family day. Tulsa. Everyone brings their children, and their children like play on the bouncy castles. There's talent
What would
shows,
you call it?
face painting. There's food, everything. Just
All
to
family.
bring everyone's
family link
children.
up.
Bring everyone's
Family
children.
link up.
Just so that I
Family.
can see everyone's children. I want to be like,
Yes.
bro. Oh, that's your son. Oh,
And man's talking all races, fam. Man, not
Yeah,
picking
everyone
no
that- all our friends,
our
innit?
family. Come true.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a family day because I think things like that are good because
important
obviously
for them.
everyone's moved away, innit? No one's in the ends anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not like man's on the block repping something. Man's not repping
And that
nothing.
way, we could save some life because they what now? And them gonna say, yeah, you was there. Oh, no, man, was at the family link up. You see what I'm trying to say? Because, so we need more of that because they're not really seeing each other. The only time they see each other is on the social media. But in real life, they're not really seeing each other. When they do see each other encounter, it's a madness. So...
But that's right. You lot are right, though. I agree. We need to practice that more, and I think that's what we're gonna start.
So
We're gonna start doing
Juice
it
said we
anyway.
can make a change, but you say never. But Juice, go on. Let me hear what you were saying, my king.
Kids will never link up. It's impossible. They'll never
you
link
mean,
up.
though? What kids
They
though?
don't.
Where?
They don't. The kids
Where?
don't link up.
I've
They're very
got an idea
antisocial.
what
My
I'm
son's
gonna say.
16
They
and
They
he's
will link up.
antisocial.
They will link up. They will link up.
they will
take-
link up.
You
I've
know
got an
why?
idea what
Who
I'm
do
gonna
these
do.
kids follow? Celebrities.
Yeah.
It takes for a few celebrities to say, "Hey, what? I'm being here. No security. Link up. I want no wherever these two ends to link up.
And you just start
Have an immediate.
One.
It starts from one end, meeting up.
Yeah.
The people that would not talk, but it's the celebrity link up. The people who they follow, the people that their influencers. The more the merrier. Celebrities. Boom.
You're right,
If
you're
they
right.
start to speak and open their voice, the kids will link up, and they start one
but listen
end
to
by
this
one
now.
end.
But listen
We
to
don't
this,
know.
Juice.
We don't know.
I'm
Listen
gonna
to
do
this,
it.
Juice.
Watch.
You killed my brethren now.
Forget what
Yes, forget all
You
that.
see if man ever touched your
yeah.
skin, Juice. You see man ever done something to you. I can never be brethren with them, bro.
It's true. It's
That's
true.
forever,
You're
bro.
right, you're
Even
right.
if I even had the madness and it's just you, bro,
It's
true.
I'm never linking with them, bro.
true.
That's
So
true.
what? You think you're gonna kill my brethren Dre and the man's gonna be cool with you, fam?
true.
Never, bro. Never.
It's true. But you know
That's
what?
never.
You're right. But maybe that person won't come. But maybe his brethren that don't feel
But hear what I'm saying.
the same
Yeah.
will come.
From the clique.
You know,
That's-
because that's you, me and you know, I know that.
So-
but maybe someone like,
I've got 2 little youngers I'm gonna
well,
link up.
a
One
distant
from Noah,
brethren will
one from
come and,
Upper. I'm gonna do it.
with, you know what I mean? Bring a couple other.
You quite done with you and cousin. But you and cousin did have what I said.
but
I said,
we're
what
family
cousin?
though, so
I know, but
yeah,
I had to
yeah,
burn that bridge
yeah,
because
but
I'm
we're
saying
family.
that's mad. That can't go on. But
You're right.
hey, what now?
It always
So,
takes someone to be the grown person.
That's me, man.
No, but the link, you don't have to understand. You see when it comes to these youngers, yeah?
Yeah.
You'll have to go back to when you was younger.
I
I
know,
want you
man.
lot to
How
go
you were
back.
thinking,
Just I'm not saying man's that age, but I'm just saying just have a recollection in your brain.
See, when I was
would
younger-
you have linked with the op youths juice that was onto you? Would you have linked with them?
No.
Alright, say some elders brought us all together and said, "You man, sit down."
I was
Would
gonna
we have
say,
sat down with them?
Maybe we would have. Maybe we would have. If we all agreed to
I
it.
say you don't have
One
one.
sec.
You don't have one for
One
us.
sec.
We got one for
if
you.
we
lot.
all agree to it.
Wait, you know what? It depends
If you
how
got
much
one,
how
we
much
got one.
water under the bridges
Yeah.
happen.
You see what I'm saying? If we all agreed, if man said, yeah, do you know what? Fuck, let's link them. Maybe we could just join together and be stronger. Maybe we would. But you're right, it would be hard.
Once a life is taken, bro, I'm
but that's
telling you.
different.
Oh,
It is
life.
Once a
different.
life
Yeah,
is
yeah,
taken,
different. That's different.
the whole
Yeah.
thing changes. Like
Car-
man's
yeah.
love, man has memories. Man's crying all the time about my brethren.
Pain.
Man's hurt.
Pain.
Man seeing your mum cry. Remember when we saw Dre's mum cry? Who was there when they saw Dre's mum cry?
Yeah.
Who was there when they saw Dre's mum cry, bro?
Yeah, I was there.
I crumbled, bro. I couldn't even stay. I was in the thing and I walked outside.
Yeah.
I was bawling, bro.
Yeah.
That whole day I said I don't want no one to call me.
Yeah, I remember.
I went home
So-
to my gal. I told my gal, look, don't even chat to me today. I don't want to chat to nobody. Put my computer game on. I was playing football game for 4, 5, 6 hours. I was crying, bro. Saw his mum crumble like that. That's what mashed me up. I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah.
That someone's
That was the
mum
first
just
time.
break down
Yeah.
and like she just proper belief in God. And I'm thinking, rah, this is deep. Like I was just with my man like a week or two ago. Bro, you're never... things like that are traumatizing, bro. So now you lot are telling me to link with who? With what? Never. That's me. You lot can do your thing, but me...
So then how does it stop then?
That's
How
what
is
I'm
it
trying
gonna
to
We
say.
stop
have to
then?
draw a meeting.
to all the players
There
in the
has to
game
be,
of God,
because
bro.
You lot got one for us. We got
Because
one
then
for you
there's
lot.
always new players.
It's gonna
There's
keep-
always new players.
it's
So
gonna
once
be-
them players are gone, there's younger ones that's coming up. So how do we stop it? I reckon then if we can't do that, then like man said, man could get the younger ones. So the younger ones from that block and the ones that are like 12, 13.
So the
and let them
younger
play
ones
football
before
together.
them.
That's what I was talking
Let them
about.
play a match
Linking them
together,
before.
charity match, or whatever it is.
Okay, so you got to work on the younger one. Yeah, I heard that. We
Yeah,
skip
bro.
a generation.
Yeah, you have to.
We leave the Doom
Mark said it.
generation.
Mark said they've done that.
We
Yeah,
leave the
Mark said
Doom
there's nothing we can
generation.
do. He said
The,
they've done.
the samurais and the ones that are running with the
probably got a point.
katanas.
Like if you're catching them from...
But you're right, Juice.
True, we skip a
Year
generation.
five, even year 5. Year 5, year 6 is when we need to be
young.
infiltrating.
Yeah. Yes.
And
And make
really,
them-
From the age of 10.
Yeah.
from the age of 10. Really
Start
need to be
muling them
putting
from
your
then.
Stamp.
And that's what I see Naeem do in the community with the kids from there from about that age, and he's got them together.
Every
playing
time I see
football.
my son.
said, wow.
Every time I see my
that's what
son,
we need to be
guess
doing.
what I'm muling him, man? Guess what I
But
put?
do you lot want to hear something? And I'm going to be a little controversial now because you know every week I have to do something
Yes,
controversial.
yes, you
Alright,
get
so
mad.
let's get to something controversial.
Mr.
Alright, we're
Curly.
always talking about the youths, yeah, that are dying, yeah. But
The parents.
what would we say the girls are doing to contribute to this?
What
Do you think the young girls are? So you see something that no one ever talks about, yeah, is that all these drill rappers that come up here, listen to their lyrics.
the girls are smart?
Drilled my man in his neck. She's saying drill my man in his neck, so I'm saying drill my man in his neck. But she's influencing me because a lot of these young girls are saying, "Rah, you ain't got your shank with you. You're slipping." You know what I'm saying? So now I'm rolling with my shank all the time because she told me I'm slipping. How come my girl told me I'm lacking, bro? I gotta stay packing. You know what I'm saying? So are the young girls influencing the young boys to want to carry knives?
No. Because you have to understand, the girls have got
Girls are smart.
they're in the environment. Innit? This is their world,
Yeah,
isn't it? This
yeah.
is. Listen, if you don't talk to this guy that's rolling the nine, there's too many of them,
Remember,
bro.
the girls are linking the
this is what
no.
they, listen,
But if the
girls
girl-
always like bad boys.
Alright, cool, but
And the
Juice,
bad boys
hear me,
nowadays are the ones that run with
do you
tanks.
think the girls have a big influence on boys? Do you think girls have influence on boys?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah, cool. So if the girls, if the
Alright,
cool,
Not
so-
with beef. Never with
Alright,
beef.
cool, but hear this,
Not with
Juice.
the ends.
Hear
That's
this.
not true.
No,
Unless it's a
Juice.
honey trap. Unless it's a honey trap
Yeah,
situation.
exactly.
But never with beef.
Not with
Man,
these
them-
dudes killing each other.
Man,
They kill each
man,
other over women.
guys will spend their re-up to look good for girls. This is what guys would do.
Yeah.
They would spend their re-up to
Re-up,
look
they're
good for
trapping
girls.
for gal.
They trap for
Yeah.
gal.
Man's
They buy
getting
the
gym
new
to
car,
look
the
good
new
for
gym
gal.
for
Cool,
gal.
so they do all of that for gal, but the gal don't have an influence on what she can say to him.
She does.
On what though?
She has a lot of
Yeah,
influence.
but
The
guess
thing
what?
is, you
Guess
don't
what?
just start talking about
You're right. You're right.
right.
So how come? All right, let me break this down to you. Let me break this down to you lot. Let me just go deep with you lot. How come we here as men are sitting there talking about it? How come there's not
girls talking up.
lots of girls saying
Talking up,
that
yeah.
I'm not going to be because if the
Yeah,
girls start
yeah, it's
saying
true.
I don't like roadmen and all you roadmen are done out here and they stop dating and they stop
they like
being
that
with
though.
the roadmen,
They ain't gonna lie.
then the youths are gonna stop being
girls
road.
ain't
They're
gonna
gonna stop
lie.
being sweet boys.
But the girls ain't gonna lie, man.
Bro, from back in the day, before we was born,
Girls
girl like bad boys. It's just
They like a man
something
that can defend them.
in the mental, fam. It's
Yeah.
crazy, cat.
They're like a man that's gonna stab another man to death.
No,
This is
No,
where
not
we going
necessarily.
now.
Not
This is where we
necessarily.
going.
No, they're not.
A man that
they're
can
going
handle
now.
himself and protect
Yeah,
her at the same
they like
time.
These
limits.
little girls are the
Certain girls.
influence. They're that mashing up the little youths' heads. They
wait.
mash up.
Let me land.
And you know what? Let me say, have you seen that video? Who's seen that video? Stop, Fred, Fred. Hey,
He goes Goku now.
Listen.
Going Goku
listen,
now.
listen. Have you seen the video? Who's seen the video of the little
A
girl?
white girl that's talking
Oh,
about-
yeah.
Give her the mic. Give her the mic. Give her the mic. Give her the mic. Give her the mic.
Stupid.
Talk,
A
talk,
white
talk,
girl,
talk.
she's on Chris Petty
She's stupid.
OBE's
Yeah,
Instagram right now. You put her up, and I said you shouldn't be posting stupidness like this. This is things that I don't agree with. She's talking about boys carrying knives. Why are we posting her? You put a picture up with her and tell our sons to avoid her.
Yeah.
You're posting what she's saying, so you're kind of pushing the momentum by posting
But we
her
wouldn't know,
speech.
yeah, because we wouldn't know if you didn't post it.
No,
The
you
audience
see, the
wouldn't
thing
know.
is, you keep saying about this not knowing. Let me give you an example.
No,
you don't need to
I
know.
agree with you. No, I agree with you.
You
I'm
don't
saying-
need to hear her speech. You
Yeah.
just need to say, this is someone that is not for us. She's
Yeah, yeah.
she's promoting violence. There's no need to hear her speak. She's promoting violence. She's promoting black on black violence. So there's no need to hear her speech. We know what she said. If you want to know what she said as a parent, get in touch with me and I'll send it to you as a parent. I don't think our children need to hear these things. We don't need to hear it.
But how come Instagram don't block things like
said
that?
this already.
And they'll block me
I said
posting
it.
some twerk video, but they won't black. They won't. She's talking.
I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because
Go on, Juice. Tell me.
Instagram's owned by Facebook.
Yes, sir.
What's that?
And Facebook always lets out all those little stuff. But when it comes to like these little paedophile stuff,
They don't leak it.
they don't leak it. They don't get under, because the paedophiles, they pay Facebook for sponsorships.
Yeah.
They pay them for advertisements, bro. They go and say, look, this is what I do, and this is what I'm looking. Anyway, look online now. Facebook got to pay a big lawsuit, billions, for this same purpose. So, and they don't block out certain because they want certain things. They want certain things to get out there. But what was we just talking about?
Yeah,
The
let me,
topic.
yeah, about
So we're
the
just
girl-
saying about the
about
little girl.
girl's
The little girl,
influence, yeah.
she was saying that boys should roll with their
Okay,
shanks. I don't
okay.
feel sucking.
Okay.
But what I'm saying
I ain't even
is,
said nothing yet.
the thing
I
is,
wanna
this is one thing, yeah. That what I'm a little bit confused. Yeah. The first time a girl starts speaking about knife crime, the first thing she's telling is the youths to roll with their shanks. Most of the girls are influencing the youths to roll with their shanks, bro. They're telling them don't get caught lacking.
Okay, let
Make
Fen
you
now.
roll
Let me
with
hear
your
what
shank.
Fen got to
These
say.
youths are ops. This is what's going on, bro.
I
Yeah, for them
agree.
girls there,
I
fam.
agree.
Grow up,
but
man.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Alright, cool.
No, for them girls, they grow up, man. Really.
Let me go, yeah.
Like,
So,
don't do
boom.
that.
Let
Don't do that.
land.
Don't do that.
Let him
So
land.
boom now, yeah. I don't think the girls. Obviously, the man them are doing stuff for girls. There's beef over girls,
Yes.
things like that, innit? Yeah,
Yes.
but I don't think the girls are specifically making man roll with their knife, or
Yes.
specifically. Listen, girls are in their own world. Remember, girls are
No, they're not.
Not
Wait,
specifically.
no, they're
Let me
not.
land, bro. You don't
No,
even-
they're not.
Let me land.
The
Let
girls
me
are
land.
not.
Let me
They're
land.
not.
Let me
They're
land.
not.
They're
They're
not.
not.
Let me finish, let me finish.
They're active. They're active. They know the drill songs more than you, brother.
Listen, let me
Are
say
you on
something.
that?
Let me
No,
say
no, no. I
something.
ain't finished one
tell
second.
you-
Please,
Alright, go on,
let me
go on.
land.
Let me-
Because
come on,
everyone's
come
trying to talk over, man.
come
I
over.
just need to say something.
Brother, you
I'm
just
not
said a man-
saying
you
that.
just said a man.
No,
Sorry.
bro.
Right,
No, bro.
come.
Because you
Get
didn't even
in,
let me
get in.
finish. You got to let man finish.
Go on, go
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
Go on.
What is the percentage of girls? Look, when we was growing up, what was the percentage of girls in our state that were on smoke?
What? We had girls,
There was
bruv.
a percentage,
We had a
bro.
gang.
There was like 2% of the
There was
women
about
in
4
Tulsa.
girls in our
The
gang that
were
were mad.
4 girls
Juice?
out of 30 man.
No,
No,
One
no,
sec, bro.
no.
One sec,
Wait,
please,
slow down.
please,
No. Abigail, there was an 80% gang rate with us, bro. All the girls
No,
are on
no, they're
smoke.
on smoke, but
No.
listen to the rate of jive and that.
Forget about
No,
jive
come
and that.
on,
We know that. What about the girls that used to roll with us? What about the other ones that used to roll with us as
But hear
well?
what I'm saying, though. Listen to what I'm saying, yeah? Listen.
We
Bro,
ain't
man,
girls
don't remember my
are
Chinese
not-
girl used to buy my shanks, bro.
The only girls that are
Allow it,
responsible
fam. Allow
is the
it.
women, the parents, the mums for the children. They're responsible.
No.
They need to get questioned.
Can I say
Where's
something?
your youth? Where's your youth? Why is all these? Because I see all these youths outside every day, yeah, and I'm like, hold on. I see from the ages of 7, bro, 6 in my area, bro. I see their kids. My son's like, yeah, can I go out? No. And if he goes out, I'm going out with him. I don't care, bro. You're not leaving here. Obviously, when he grows older, he's got to travel and that, but. Bro, the parents just drop their youths out football, leave their youths. Their youths all crying, man's picking up their youths. You're right, healing their youths. And the coach even says, "Raw, your parents ain't here, so you have to respect me right now. Or you could go home. Or you could go in the park." So the women need to get questioned.
They're being a bit too loose.
The girls are innocent, they're shook, fam.
I'll tell you something.
A lot of them are scared, bro.
It's the environment.
Come on, bro. Like,
you get thingied by your environment that you're around.
That's what I think.
The girls that used to roll with us, they were set at a certain level. 4 of them that used to roll with us permanently. But the girls that used to just come and roll with us, just roll with us.
They were shook, probably.
No,
they was influenced.
They were influenced by what we were doing.
Who influenced us? Did the girls influence us when we?
Of course, let me show you something.
Come on,
let me show you something. Do you remember my Chinese girl? Who remembers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I used to roll my shank sometimes, and I used to say, "Hold my shank." Cool. But what I'm trying to say, are you an enabler now? Are you an enabler of my crime? Alright, cool. Cool. She should have said, "I'm not carrying your shank. I don't want you to kill nobody. I'm throwing this away." Yeah. And as mad as I would get,
she's not gonna do that.
She don't
cool.
She got respect for you.
Cool.
She love you. She got respect for you.
But listen.
You might have said it the
He's
first
not
time.
saying that she's going to do that. He's saying that she's an enabler. By holding your knife, she's an enabler.
Cool. If she said no,
You would have
alright,
taken
next go. Like,
Yeah.
simple, bro.
Yeah, but you're saying it, but
That's how it went.
Yeah,
That's how it went. That's what Ray would have done.
But we're saying
That's what he would have done,
if
innit?
less girls
Yeah.
enabled
Doesn't
them,
matter.
if less girls enabled them, would they still do it?
Thank you.
But
That's
they
my
still
question.
do it. That's what
That's my
I'm
question.
saying.
That's my thank you. She's with me, bro. She knows.
I know.
She
You're not
understands,
talking
man.
sense. But here what? I
agree
don't see
with
these
you,
youths with
okay.
girls. I see them with man them. They live, they eat, they with their man them. It's not like us when we was growing up. Yeah, we have gal around, man. I don't see these man rolling with no gal.
Okay, do you want me
In
to
the
tell you
areas
something?
I'm in,
Let me tell
I
you
don't
something.
see them rolling. I'm thinking, how come she ain't got a
That
gal?
man even busting no nuts.
They ain't got no gal.
let me
A lot of them
tell you
are
something.
virgins.
Let me-
you're right.
They're not like
You're
us,
right.
how we was active. Like, they're not like us.
they're not busting
They
no nuts,
come
fam.
from that real yard
They're
generation.
busting nuts,
like,
bro. Trust me.
a lot of these men, bro.
They're doing their
They're
thing, bro.
sharing girls and busting nuts. Trust me, you lot are just not
But I don't see them
even
with girls.
comprehending.
So no girls enabling it. I see
Listen, let
them
me
with
tell you
their
something.
friends and the olders
Let me tell you
enabling
something
them.
about
Yeah,
why
fair.
you don't think the young girls are like doing anything, or you reference them as being honey trap. They're not honey trap. A lot of the young youths now, they see girls as possessions. So even if this young lady may not even want to be on what she's on, the minute she starts wanting to see someone from another area or whatever, she's not necessarily a honey trap or doing anything wrong, because she's decided and has probably let this guy know she's not involved in him no more. He's decided she's mine. And you, no one can't tell him nothing. Get with my girl and watch. So is she an enabler by that? No, she's already said she doesn't want to be involved, but she's part of it because why? She dated somebody that was on smoke, and she's not an enabler. She's an enabler if she holds his thing. If she decides she don't want to be a part of that, and she's gone on and met
doesn't go to another area and deals with the opposition knowing what.
Mike.
She goes to another area and deals with the opposition knowing the consequences. She knows what she's getting.
She's not on gang. She's not on gang.
But he's on gang.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with her.
You see how mad the streets are.
But she's not allowed to. She knows.
No, but that's what I just said to you. You lots are taking girls that you've dated and making them say that they can't go and date somebody in another area. That is craziness.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she should know the consequences if she does that.
Why should she know the consequences? You're sounding crazy.
Yeah,
Because it's a lifestyle that she's around. She's picked this
No,
partner.
but you see, this is what I'm trying to say. She's not part of the gang, bro. She's just a girl, bro.
Yeah,
hanging out.
I understand.
Why does she have to have learned? Why does her pum pum have to have learned into her area?
That's how they think. But like, no, not me.
Liar to the Bromley.
I'm just saying, that's how they think. That
don't make sense, though.
I know.
If she's in a part of the gang, she shouldn't be around the gang, because therefore she's putting herself in a
But you don't
unsafe
check.
environment.
You don't check. Gang members check any gal that's nice, that's buff, that's this. It doesn't matter whether she's from your area or not from your area. So you're literally trying to say, once she's taken your number, what, she's your property? That's basically
No. But we're going off topic. The topic. The topic was, yeah.
Our girls. This is what
Are
I'm
they
saying.
influencing?
Are they part of the reason of knife crime?
Yes.
No. How, bro?
They're not.
They are.
They're not.
Hold on. explain, bro.
Hold on.
Explain, bro.
Hold on. How much beef has caused over girl?
So what's that to do with knife crime? Beef or knife crime? Beef is beef. Beef is different. Knife crime is knife crime.
But, do you want me to explain? Before you shout, do you want me to explain? Do you want me to explain to you?
No, I ain't even explained yet, bro.
No, but you said that they're not. All right, let me show you. Let me tell you. I'm going to give you my counter argument.
Small 2%.
Let me give you my counter argument. You don't even have to be in a gang to be involved. Let me tell you why. If you're holding my stuff and I'm coming to you and I'm telling you war stories, I'm telling you my war stories, and you're sitting there and you're listening, you're enabling. My mum shouldn't see me come in the house with bags from Selfridges knowing that I don't have a job and let me live in that yard. Kick me out my blood clot yard. Kick me out my yard. Tell me, son, you're doing stuff that's not right in my house. Hear me out, fam. Hear me out.
You know, sometimes you can control a woman with certain things.
Wait.
And in the morning they're making you breakfast. So like, it's a different kind of.
Listen, let me finish. So my mum knows that I'm selling drugs. Now that drug lifestyle comes with two things, bro, that we know about. It comes with them flipping dirty little snaky youths that want to get you lined up, and it comes with the feds, bro. So if my mum doesn't want that, she needs to tell me to get out of the yard, bro. Yeah, she needs to kick me out the yard, change the locks in the yard, and say, "Yo, son, you're not allowed back in my yard until you fix up your life." Yeah, cool. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm living with my gal now. Yeah, she knows I'm a trapper. Yeah, and she knows I'm rolling with my shank. Yeah, stop. Hear me out. She knows that. Knows I'm doing what?
Say you pay everything, bro. That's what
drug money. Don't take my dirt. Listen. Listen. Let me say something.
Wait a minute. Wait. I want to hear your point. No. He's saying if you live with your girl. He's saying if you live with your girl.
You pay all the rent. Then you're not trapping. Who's paying the rent? Everyone's gone quiet.
Let me break something down. We live in a monarchy country, bro, where the woman can go to the government and they'll give her a place and they'll pay for her rent. Just be quiet. Don't even go there. Stop it. Just be quiet. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. Be quiet. We're living in a monarchy, bro. Chill out, man. We're not in Africa. We're not in a third world country, bro. Chill out. It doesn't make a difference. If a guy's selling drugs, he's doing it because he wants to live a certain lifestyle.
Does everyone get housing benefit, fam? Not everyone fucking gets housing benefit. So what you are saying is a load of shit, bro. No, they don't. Not everyone, bro. Do you know how much people know that rent private, bro?
So that doesn't matter. You can still go to a monarchy. A woman can get a place. A woman could go to the council and get a place for free, bro.
Alright,
so what are you talking about? He's paying the rent, bro.
A lot of people are
living in a monarchy, bro.
and don't claim it.
You're talking shit. You're talking shit.
You're talking crap. You're talking a load of rubbish, bro. You're chatting shit about monarchy. You can fuck the monarchy. Fuck all the monarchy, man. You get me? I don't give a fuck about the monarchy, bro. Fuck you talking about monarchy.
What are you talking about?
Stick to the concept, bro.
Bro, just get into the concept.
About your mom and you're talking about a girl. It's two different people. Your mom is meant to look after you. I said that already. You fucking listen, bro.
Is he letting me speak?
Fucking no, bro.
Let me hear the girl point. He's not
let me finish.
Yeah, let me hear the girl point.
You don't let me finish. You know why? Because you're a narcissist. That's why. You know that. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. You see that? He's narcissistic behavior. You see the narcissistic traits. You see that? He's
fuck you, bro.
Very passionate, yeah, very passionate. Okay, what he was ready. Whilst he's fixing the camera, what he was trying to do was basically saying.
Camera's still rolling.
Whilst he's fixing that camera, what he's trying to say was, "Hey, if your mum dashes you out because you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing, and you then roll up, right then, I'm not saying.
Have you not learned to make? Because like I chat shit and I fucking talk sense. No, bro. I talk sense, and man don't fucking listen sometimes, bro.
Everyone can land. I want to hear everyone's thing land because
you move into your girl. Your girl is aware that you've been kicked out from your mums for this reason. Now you spoke about housing benefit. Yeah, some people rent private, some people whatever. We're not going to go down the whole chains of whether you're entitled to whatever. Yeah. She was living there before you went there. And she was obviously paying her rent before you got there. So
what if it's his house? That's what I'm saying.
If she's in his...
You're going into too much hype.
Stop a minute. You just said, if it's his house, she's in his space. She's opted to do that. No, wait. I was on his point. I was telling you his point. You've been kicked out from your mum's for selling and doing things you're not supposed to.
No, he's making a completely different point.
This is what he was saying. You're now moved in and you've gone to your girls. He's saying if he owns it, that's another situation. We're talking about if you've gone and lived in your girl's house.
I'm talking about.
okay,
We're all having our own opinion. He's saying his opinion.
Let her finish, bro. Let her finish, bro. Let her finish. Finish.
I'm a bit confused. Is it two separate points?
Yeah, bro.
No, it's the same point that he was trying to make.
You know, we're off topic, bro.
Do you not want me to finish? Do you want me to finish? Can I finish?
Do girls flipping make man do life crime? Bro, I don't agree with that. I'm not sitting agreeing with that, bro.
Yes.
I'm not.
Wait, one second. I just want to hear Rare's point.
Yeah.
Rare. Because you said the mum bit, and then you did you go continuation to the girls? Like
You're not never letting me finish. You not let me finish. Can let me finish? Can I finish now?
Yeah.
Right, cool. Because I'm gonna have to cut this and bloody put this all together now because it just looks all weird now. So you've gone at your mum's house, yeah. You're selling drugs, yeah. Your mum is enabled you to sell drugs because she's seen you come with the Selfridges bag. She ain't said anything to you.
Yeah.
Cool. Your mum said to you, "Rah, you know what? I can't even accept this because this thing brings two things. It brings police and it brings madman to my door. Because how much stories do we know personally of men running up in man's mum's yard and putting guns down their mum's throat? Yeah, and man's mum's got high blood pressure and anxiety and paranoia. Yeah, we know too many stories. Am I lying? I know about 5 stories right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no one's name or disrespect no one's mum or nothing. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So look, so we know 20 stories to do with that, yeah? Alright, cool. So now we've got to a situation now where I've been kicked out of my mum's house for doing this madness. Now I've gone to a girl's yard now, and I'm in the girl's yard. I'm doing the same thing, but this girl is not saying nothing. She's not telling me to, stop rolling with my shank, get a job or nothing.
Lady,
yeah,
female.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm even gonna use your point. I'm paying for everything in the yard, yeah. I'm paying for everything in the yard. My dirty money. Now there's a youth that I got beef with. He sells drugs on the block as well. Yeah. All right. You see this youth, babes? I got to rub him out. Cause he's in the way of my money. She's saying, babes, don't let no one get in the way of your money. I've gone out of my shank. I've killed my man. Was she an enabler or not enabler?
Yeah, she was.
But
that's